Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tim back again, and today I'm hanging out with one of my most successful friends in the forex market. So, Mr. Mark, can you
Yeah,
introduce yourself?
yeah. I think first and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to Team TV for giving me this opportunity to address you on Big Family. My name is Mark Ekuna, and I'm here with Tim. I'm going to be addressing you guys on
Okay,
very
so
different.
actually, I invited him over so that he can tell us more about forex. I've been hearing about forex. I've actually tried it out a long time ago, but I blew my money. I wasted all my money in forex. Okay, so I invited him over so that he can brief us or tell us rather how he has been doing his own. Because I believe he's actually very successful in the market. Okay, so that was why I invited him over to do that. Okay, so Mr. Mark,
Yeah.
can you please start by telling us what forex is all about? Because some of our viewers probably don't know about forex markets and stuff.
All right. Just a few briefing about what Forex is all about.
Mhm.
Forex first of all is short for foreign exchange.
Okay.
Is a system where big institutions buy and sell shares and assets.
Okay.
That's just the primary thing they
Okay.
do in
So
forex.
so if I understand very well, that means you trade currencies and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
one currency over another.
yeah. You trade
So
currency
apart
pairs.
from currency pairs, is there any other commodity that you guys trade over there?
Yeah, you can trade CFDs. You can
Okay.
trade indices, synthetics, and the list goes on and on. Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, so I don't want to like the terminologies he's using right now is kind of bulky and big for people like me. Okay, so now, Mr. Mark,
Yeah.
please can you tell us, like, assuming if I want to get into the forex market right now, the way I am, with no much knowledge about forex and stuff, what is the least advisable amount that I can go into the forex market with?
First and foremost,
Yeah.
let me cut it short there.
Okay.
Before investing in the forex market,
Yeah.
the major thing you need to gain is knowledge.
Knowledge first.
Yeah, knowledge first, and you just have to understand the principles and everything on how to approach the market, when to
Okay.
approach it.
Okay.
You know, before even thinking of going into a real account, because
Okay.
you just have to try out with the demo account first. You know,
Okay.
test your abilities and gain more knowledge and work on those
What
abilities.
platform do you use in trading? Your broker or all of
Yeah,
that?
there are many platforms. There are few
Okay.
trading platforms out there.
The legit one.
Yeah, they have the MetaTrader 4, the MetaTrader 5. You have the Trading View, the FXCM.
Okay.
It all depends on
Which
you.
one will you advise for a beginner to make use of?
The most commonly used platform currently is the MetaTrader 4.
MT4.
Yeah, the popular,
Okay.
popularly
Okay, I'm
known
going
as
to leave the
MT4.
link to download all of this down there in the description of this
Sure.
video.
Sure.
So, okay, that's the most advisable one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said first of all, if you want to get into the forex market, you need knowledge first.
Yeah.
So
Because it's a very risky
game, right?
It's a very risky.
Okay, I remember back then I started with $25.
Yeah.
Like I thought I've gathered enough knowledge from the YouTube videos I watched and stuff. So my first trade actually took the whole $25. I lost everything. So before you get into the market, first of all, gather knowledge.
Yeah.
So now I want to ask, you're a student.
Yeah.
Like I've known you as a student, me too, I'm a student in this school. So how do you cope, like combining trading and studies and stuff? I know that this deals with psychology.
Yeah.
Like I remember then when I placed the trade, like throughout the day I wasn't myself. Every time I'll be tapping my phone, checking how the charts and everything is moving. Like, how do you cope? How do you cope with the whole psychology and mentality stuff? Do you put your mind all in the game?
At first it's not gonna be easy.
Okay.
Truth be told, it's not gonna be easy at first,
Okay.
because for you to get really good in the forex trading the forex market, you need to build consistency.
Okay.
And consistency has to do with time and everything, putting your all.
Yeah.
It has to do with time and everything.
Okay.
So it's not quite easy at first, because your psychology gets mixed up with, especially as a student, it gets mixed up with studies. And you're there thinking of, oh, have I analyzed this pair today? Or a lot of conflicting information and ideas keep getting clustered up, muddled up in your head, and it's not usually easy at first, but
with time we get used to
time we get used to it.
So like if you're asked how profitable is the forex industry, how profitable is it at large?
It's incredibly profitable.
Wow.
We have a large scale of traders out there.
Okay.
If you go to social media, Instagram, Facebook, and all, you get to see a lot of Forex traders out there that are very, very profitable, mentors and stuff. They are really good in the game, and there are so many of them, much more than some we do not know about. There are some that are out there that we do know about, but a lot of people get in the Forex market every day, trading and stuff like that.
So but you now, I assume you are a successful trader, because I mean, I've known you over time. I've known how well you are in the game. Like, you've shown me stores in the whole thing. Like, you kind of motivated me to get into trading and stuff, even though I'm not mentally ready. All right, so but I'll still do that. So I want to ask, okay, like you said, it's very, very profitable, like you said. So if you're asked right now, like, what would you say that is your driving force? What motivates you to go harder in the game?
Basically just to escape poverty, nobody likes to be broke and poor.
Sure.
So that's the key, and being independent, as a student of Nigeria, we have a lot on our shoulders, because a lot is not assured for us, just studying in school and all is not all that guaranteed. So that keeps being.
So you wanted to step up your game, you wanted to live quite cool,
like you
not
having
having
a YouTube channel,
I grab that.
Like
to be independent, like not having to call your parents whenever you need something and stuff. That's quite understandable. And probably, like, people that are watching, I believe that would be their game. Like, what's the aim of making money? Is not to be independent. They said money gives confidence and stuff. So I believe that was a good one. Okay, now, like I said before, I asked you a question. I was like, what is the least advisable amount you can get into the market? And you're like, I should get, like, the first thing should be to gather the knowledge. Then after that, you can talk about how, like, the least amount you can. So assuming for someone that has gathered the knowledge and stuff, what is the least advisable amount that someone can get into the market with?
That would drive down to the assets you wish to trade on. Because there are.
So which one is the most advisable for a starter?
It all depends on you. It all depends on your psychology, how much you can handle, losses, big losses, how much you can handle big wins and stuff. It all depends on your psychology. So, like I said, it all depends on the assets you trade on. Some assets out there are very extremely volatile. Some are.
Example of the volatile ones.
We have, for instance, we have gold. We have the indexes like US 30, Germany 30.
I know they don't know about, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I know about gold though.
They are all most of those assets, they are very volatile, and it's not quite advisable to go into
for the most volatile.
It's not much advisable to go into those assets with a very low amount of money. So going in those very volatile assets, it's most advisable to go with at least $100 to $200.
$100 to $200. Like for the volatile ones,
the extremely volatile ones. I would really advise with a very good risk management, it's most advisable to just go with the $200. The funding.
But the extremely volatile.
Those volatile.
What are the ones that are not really volatile?
Some currency pairs, they are not that volatile. It's advised you can start up trading with like $50 to $100.
$50 to $100.
Yeah.
Okay, and profits is assured. Not all the time.
There are wins and losses. But
the wins will always be the losses.
That's the aim.
Okay. So I want to ask. I know that you've been doing this over years. You've been doing this, and I believe you've mastered a lot of charts. You used to show me some movements that I don't really understand, but I know you've mastered a lot of things. So apart from your own mastery and from the whole knowledge you've gathered in the whole industry, where else do you get your information? Like, I do hear about signals and stuff. Like, people get signals from the pros and stuff. So do you provide yourself with your own signals, or how do you get your signals before you embark on a trade? Because, like, determining whether the chart is going to go up and down. So how do you get to know the movement of the charts before you embark on a trade?
Personally, right from when I started learning initially, I decided on my own that I won't go out there trading with other people's signal, because I figured that if they can be able to trade with their own signal,
then you too can.
Yeah, Okay. So that kind of gave me the drive to keep pushing. Okay. So if I'm not satisfied with what I observe from the charts, I'm not gonna trade. Yeah, no matter what if you go on Instagram, Telegram, you're gonna see a lot of signals there. Sometimes it might be conflicting with your ideas, but
you have got it,
with time you're just gonna need to build up to that level that you're going to be comfortable with trading with your signal.
How many times do you trade in a day? Like, I do hear about some pros saying that you should not embark on many trades in a day, so that you don't conflict your sales and stuff. So, like, how many trades do you embark on in a particular day?
That would depend on if the trade do fall into my analysis. Like, sometimes we trade out, sometimes we do wait for a setup to get complete for hours. Some setup you just come to the chart and then you see that the setup are already complete, but sometimes you're gonna wait for hours. Sometimes, like last week, I had to wait up. I had to stay awake for like hours, up to 3 in the morning before my setup could get completed. And the fun thing was that I actually slept off, and when I woke up, the trade was already running, and I kind of missed that. So so it was a real good setup, but I kind of missed that. But that's how the game is. You miss some, and
you lose some. I grabbed that. Okay, now I don't want to ask you to start calling numbers like of how much you've made, like your highest inning and stuff. I don't want you to call that, so that to be like you're trying to flaunt or okay, but I want to ask, let's say I start Forex with $200, like in a week or in a month. Okay, let's bring it down to a week. How much will you say that okay, I'll come out with such amount as profit?
Okay,
with a capital of $200. If things goes, even if things, of course, you said there are days that you lose and there are days you gain. So, like, how much do you think I will come out as a profit in a week with a capital of $200?
First off, I said consistency is key. And it depends on how good you've upped your game, in the trading market and stuff. Let's say if your risk management is uptight, if your risk management game is uptight, and you can be able to make 100 to 200% of your capital.
Wow.
Within a week. That would depend on
within a week.
100 to 200% of your capital within a week.
That is quite impressive.
There are a lot of crazy traders out there. Some people do make close to 500 to 1,000%. Of the capital within a week. A lot of crazy risk.
This is more like crypto. As I think I have a lot of knowledge about crypto. Like, I do crypto a lot. Like, I know about shit coins, going to the moon in the space of 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 week. You're making like 1,000x of your investments and stuff
like that.
But from what I'm hearing right now, like making 100x, 200x and stuff.
But it's risky though, because the same way it can make you very rich.
I think that's the other part of the game. I think that was what happened to me. Like, I don't like remembering my own experience, but I keep making reference to that because that day, like, a friend was kind of motivating me and stuff. Like, that was many years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago. Like, the friend was motivating me to put in my money there because he was showing me his own success of how he was doing well and stuff. So from the whole investment and stuff, man, I was dead as broke then. Like, I just had to get out $25 and put into the game. So, like, I didn't gather enough knowledge. I just saw a few videos on YouTube, read a few articles on blogs and stuff. Like, I understood how the charts were moving, how to use MetaTrader 4 and stuff. So all of those things kind of gave me that confidence and, okay, man, I'm ready for the game. So I put in the $25. The chart was, I can't remember though, but I think it was going up. Like, as soon as I put the money there, it started going down against my trade. So I thought it was going to turn up, but the money vanished.
With the YouTube videos, YouTube videos are really nice though. They're really helpful. But then aside the YouTube videos, you need consistent practice, because sometimes before some of these YouTubers, make a video on a chart, some, not all, some, they look for this picture perfect chart, where it suits a very good picture of the analysis, and they will just come and portray it, with the replay too and everything. But then, when you get to face the market in real life, you realize that
what they're showing is not
sometimes it's gonna be different.
So like I want to keep this interview quite short. Looking at you right now, like somebody that doesn't know you from appearance might be like, who is this guy? Is he actually like a forex trader? Some of those, like I've seen a couple of forex traders that flaunt their earnings, but funny enough, some of them are not actually in the grind. Like when I say in the grind, I mean they don't really, it's just like showing wealth, like showing fake results. Meanwhile, they're not actually in the grind, they're not trading. What gives them money might be probably let's say some of them sell courses like forex courses and stuff, so some of them might be getting their money from those courses and stuff. So some of them won't really like show you what they are doing, but they'll be showing you results from, I don't know where they get the results from. So what are you advising people out there about some fake gurus? Like we have a lot of them on Instagram, Telegram and stuff. So what are you advising them about sourcing out their information, getting their signals? Where are you advising them to go and get their information from? If you want to go into forex,
just like you said, there are a lot of fake teachers out there, looking out to scam people and make quick money from the market. So I really advise that you should just be really careful. Forex is not something you rush into, because if you actually rush into it, same way you're gonna rush out, and it's not gonna be funny. So I really advise that you gain a very good basic knowledge of it, because if you're looking out to follow those gurus and stuff without having a very sound basic understanding of what the market is all about and how to approach the market, you're going to fall for these traps.
So that's quite good. So I don't want these videos to be very long, like I said. I think from what he said, I understand that forex has the good part and also the bad part. So you can make money and as well you can lose money. So my advice to you guys, like I'm not a pro, I'm not in the best position to advise you, and also this is not a financial advice. But what I'm trying to say is that if you are putting in your money there, just don't put more than you can afford to lose. And at the same time, when you put your money there, don't put your mind, because that stuff messes with your psychology and your mental health and stuff. So just be careful what you're doing, and also if you're sourcing out for your information, also know where you're getting your information from. I advise you use the MetaTrader 4, study things yourself, get a first-hand information by yourself. So don't just go and start getting signals from those fake gurus and that. So I think I'll end this video right here. This young man you're seeing here have made thousands and thousands of dollars from this game. So whatever he's telling you here is real, like is what he has practiced over time, like years. So I'm actually going to follow him up because I want to get into this game, because I want to be making 100%, 200% of my investment. Like $500 as for a start now won't be a bad start for me. So I think with that being said, do you have any social media handle like Instagram, Facebook, where people can get to follow you up and stuff?
Follow me up on Instagram, Mark Ekuno.
I will drop that. It's gonna pop up on the screen. Apart from that, do you have any course where you teach people how to trade and stuff? You don't have any course. I'm just asking. Some of those gurus, like most of the gurus, actually have their own courses where they teach people how to make money with forex. Well, I think with that being said, follow me on Instagram at DonTimTV, and also make sure you show up anytime I drop a video on this channel, because I always do that. And with that being said, I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Stay safe and peace out.